Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT. We're here in the greatest city in the world, Dania Beach, and you're watching True School Sports.
Most motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, this isn't the most pleasant story to report on, but we're going to report on it because I think it's pretty damn relevant as to what we're all going through right now. Sure many of you know and have heard, but if you haven't already, let me be the first to inform you that Anthony Yarde, it's been reported that Anthony Yarde, Lions in the camp, Anthony Yarde has suffered another tragedy, and he's lost his grandmother to the coronavirus. His grandmother has passed away from the coronavirus. For those of you who don't know, also, just days before his grandmother passed, his father passed away from the coronavirus. So within a 1 week's time, within a 1 week span, Anthony Yarde has lost his father and his grandmother to seemingly, I don't know his life, I don't know him personally, but I would be led to believe that those are two important people in his life because he's a pretty private guy. He doesn't really talk about his personal life outside of boxing that often, and he's talked about this a couple of times on social media. So that's just what it is. But here's what Anthony Yarde had to say in regards to losing his family members to the coronavirus. He said, I quote, "It's serious. People are still going out when they don't need to. I know there's a lot of opinions about the coronavirus, and I have mine. But I just know opinions ain't worth risking your life and others. Just stay home." Frank Warren also went ahead and stated that, these are quotes from Frank Warren. He said, I quote, "We are extremely sad to learn that Anthony Yarde has now lost his nan to the coronavirus. We can't begin to imagine what Anthony and his family are going through, and our sincere condolences go out to them. Please listen to this heartfelt personal plea to stay at home to save lives," said Frank Warren. Now listen, many of us know that just from the boxing standpoint, Anthony Yarde was supposed to fight Lyndon Arthur on April the 11th, and that was going to be a good little step-up fight for him. And then the coronavirus threw a wrench in that, as it has for pretty much every fighter in boxing who had a fight scheduled. So he has to wait like everybody else. But I would say there's no fighter in boxing right now going through more than our main man Anthony Yarde. So it kind of hits home, because I cover the sport of boxing. We're all boxing fans here, and this virus has no discrimination. This virus doesn't care how rich or poor you are. This virus doesn't care if you have a lot of social status. It will kill whoever. And listen, I'm not gonna try to police everybody and say to stay home. I understand people have bills to pay, and the mortgage payments and the responsibilities you have in life are not going to stop because of a virus, and you can't rely on the government and the chump change that they're going to give you allegedly from this whole stimulus bill they signed. You see what I'm saying? So I get why people are still going out. I mean, luckily for me, I make money on here, so I don't have to go out too much often. But just condolences go out to Anthony Yarde. This is tough. I can't. I don't even want to imagine what that's like, because look, Anthony, what's happening to Anthony Yarde is like my fear, because my pops, who I love dearly, and who I know a lot of you guys love dearly, have grown to love dearly, which is pretty funny. But he works in a hospital. He works in a cancer hospital, and every day he leaves the house and goes to work. I'm always worried about hearing that he caught the coronavirus, and that maybe he won't be the same, because he's in his I think he's in his 50s. So I worry about him all the time. Every time he comes home, I just hope that he comes home in good health and good spirits, and that God protects him. That's all I ask for. I don't want my dad to be affected by this disease. So listen, my prayers go out to Anthony Yarde. This is not even about boxing. My prayers go out to Anthony Yarde and his family, as I'm sure it's a tough time to lose two significant members of your family to this virus in a week span, pretty much in a week span. It's pretty much what he's going through right now is what I know a lot of people's worst nightmares are come true. So again, just prayers go out to Anthony Yarde. I'm not gonna self-police everybody. I'm not gonna say, well, you gotta stay home and practice social distancing. I would encourage it, but I understand people got bills to pay and mortgages to pay and kids to feed and all that's not gonna be taken care of or provided for just because of a, you know, stimulus check that a government might write out to you. You know, things are expensive, you know, but things aren't stopping because of the virus. You know, work might stop, but bills aren't stopping. Bills are piling up. People are being put in some horrible financial positions, and if they didn't save for a rainy day, then they're in big trouble. So I don't want to get too far off on a tangent. But I just wanted to say I wish Anthony Yarde nothing but the best, and I pray for him. I pray that God fill his heart and protect him in this ridiculously dark time, because it is dark times we're living in. But keep your head up, champ. Keep your head up, Anthony Yarde. Hopefully get this video to you. Keep your head up, champ. Hopefully you can just keep your head down, stay in the gym, stay in good spirits. I think this is where, even though I've criticized Tunde Ajayi in the past for his training methods, I think this is actually where Tunde Ajayi will be useful, and he'll actually, you know, be able to lift your spirits, because he seems like a very positive and upbeat guy in general. So you know, Tunde, encourage Anthony Yarde. Keep his spirits up. Keep him going to the gym. Keep him training hard. Keep him close to you as a friend, because he needs it right now. He needs all the support he can get. And I know if I was in a position, if my pops died, I'd want everybody here on YouTube to you know, that calls me a friend, that calls me a brother, to you know, kind of encourage me through a tough time. So with that being said, that's the news. Anthony Yarde has lost his grandmother to the coronavirus just a couple of days after losing his father to the coronavirus. So prayers go out to Anthony Yarde. My heart goes out to Anthony Yarde. May God protect him and bless him and the rest of his family so they don't get affected. And yeah, with that being said, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Take the time to subscribe, and like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dania. So until next time, take care, guys.
My name is Rachel McDonough, and this is my friend. Hi, I'm Savannah, and we're here at the beautiful Madison Square Garden for the big fight, and you are watching